Hey guys, how's it going? Jay Sensational here, and welcome back to the channel, where today I am featuring a sort of a classic. It's been a deck that's pretty much been around for a couple seasons, namely created by a man by the name of Scathis, whatever you want to call it. This is PNZ Kindred Sentinel Control. This is a pretty classic build of what is nowadays the PNZ SI sort of control variant, but a lot different that to other control decks is that it relies heavily on units such as Burgeoning Sentinel, Elise, and Bury Sentinel. These three 1-2-3 fearsome attackers, scaled with their ability to gain stats after you slay a unit with cards like Thermal Beam, Mystic Shot, and Vile Feast, allow you to put on a lot of pressure for being what is supposedly a control deck. We have a lot of the SI plus PNZ tools, namely those listed above, as well as cards like Box, Withering Wail, Shock Blast, Vengeance, Ruination. And so we are a very control-oriented deck, but because we have a lot of early units that can scale up very large, and have the fearsome keyword that right now a lot of decks can't deal with, so namely Kennen Ahri cannot block fearsomes. A lot of the top decks are escaping me right now. But a lot of decks right now just can't block fearsomes, and you can push a lot of damage. Any Bandle City deck can't block fearsomes. So, you just pretty much set up a fearsome board of Sentinels, you slay a couple units to gain tempo early on, and you have some of the biggest, beefiest late game package out there. You have Commander Ledros plus Atrocity, just a 2-card combo that can already kill your opponent, but when your opponent's already down by 10 health after the first couple turns because you set up some very good fearsome attacks. Even a Atrocity on like a buffed up Kindred or a 5-4 Bury Sentinel can often just end games. And to top it off, we do have Karina. Karina can just deal 3 as a board clear, something that, these regions kind of lack. Ruination is very good at closing the board, but it does kill your own units as well. When you're a deck that relies heavily on attacking, tempo, and dealing damage to their units, Karina does provide that one-sided board clear that is very impactful. Kindred is also featured in this deck. This is a very interesting deck for Kindred. It just allows you to 2-for-1 a lot of your removal. Within these two regions, your Kindred is vulnerable against cards like Get Excited or any sorts of removal, but in the matchups where Kindred can really pop off, they just really put in the work. And so Kindred does fit in really well into this sort of style of deck, and it also has the ability to scale by its level up, allowing it as an also having a secondary Atrocity target as well. I really like this sort of deck. I've played it for a couple seasons now, and I just recently just took it to ladder. I believe I went like 5-0 with it, climbed like 70 LP just in one session, and it done me really well in the current meta. So I urge you guys to check it out. It's a really fun deck. Has some very interesting playstyles for a control deck, and can just beat down your opponents if they just draw poorly. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. Please do leave a like and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for the support you guys been showing me recently on the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and the games, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Peace out, guys, and take care. Okay, first matchup here is against Beast Llama. He looks to be on some... This could be like some Kyrie and Burn. I assume it's some Burn leaning deck, which we should, if it is, we should do quite well into. Keeping Spurry is fine. Might be a little bit slow, looking for just like another control tool instead. I think it's fine. Keeping Sentinel is good enough. Good draw.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
Cool. So we gotta open with another Fearsome. Unsure about what kind of units he's playing in his deck. Unsure if he actually has any significant blockers for this. Could just be like an Elise. Boom Crew. Yep, so just straight up burn then. Which again, we should be doing pretty well into. Doesn't block. So I do this, and then I can Vile Feast this to trigger my Sentinel. I'm gonna pass first, just to see if I draw like another Sentinel that I want to use. Okay. Lovely. I don't think there's any like punish for this. You could like aftershock or get excited kindred. But that's sort of fine if he wants to use burn on it. Ooh. Okay. It's fine with me. Let's just attack first. If he like forced to block with this anyways, then I don't need to use the Vow Feast on something like this. If he does something like this, then I still get a Vow Feast, I guess. Yeah, I'll just Vow Feast now. I wasn't really getting value out of Kindred and Mark this turn anyways. Next turn I can just Vengeance if I need to. Runs Glimpse. Whoa. Okay, didn't see that one coming. So that was a reason to do that first. But like, bouncing this off here is like whatever. We still have these to block this. And we're already pushing a lot of damage ourselves. Worst case scenario, we can even just like Shock Blast this if we needed to. Like, we're not in that big of a trouble. Because we do have healing in this deck. And he doesn't have like... We'll pass here, see what he wants to develop. The more he develops, then we get a Shock Blast. Yep. Order. Zerring Prankster is kind of an interesting one. Maybe has another glimpse. Does. Okay, good for him. But we should have enough resources to get there. Like, he's gonna attack with this, I'm gonna block the spiraling, and I open for what is to be 7. We should block it. So if he spends like his whole turn killing Kindred, I plan to just most wanted instead. This turn is a little bit awkward. I could just like Vengeance something, I could also just Thermo Beam something. But I suspect he has to actually like kill my Kindred here with like a Get Excited. It's funny that he has more cards than I do. Oh, it's only Mystic. Okay. We'll just toss a Thermo. Seems good. Karina, Box, Ledros. We have all our late game secured, so we just need to make sure we don't die somehow. And then we have Ledros, Karina, and other things. So like Box plus like Vengeance, or like Box, Thermo this turn, should just be plenty to dealing with what I need to. Kindred leveling just makes this a powerhouse as well. That's getting boxed. It's unfortunate we don't have more healing in our hand. Fading is quite annoying. So like him developing this turn doesn't matter because we have box, we might as well just play Elise here. I don't know how much he wants to save up. And then our open attack should be representing pretty close to lethal. It's actually kind of close. This is a little bit scary if he has like an Onto Dusk, Onto Doombeast. With no healings, it's kind of scary. I think he should have swung with this. Not sure. But maybe needs to end up like killing Kindred. And then we can like Thermo Beam this. Prankster. Okay. Okay. One turn off. I feel like a atrocity we're fine. But right now we're still one turn off. And he has a little bit of a chance here. Calling sensations. Useless card. We're not dealing quite enough damage here. He can actually just burn us out. It's a little bit unfortunate. I think we actually lose because we can't deal 3 damage. And we don't have any more healing. I actually think we lose. I'd be so sad if we lose. Well, next turn we just drop Kareen, I guess. So as long as he doesn't kill us right now. Well, he's gonna heal too, I guess. So tough. He can't play around Atrocity, so he shouldn't bother. That could get Vengeance. If he plays this, we just Vengeance this, I guess. Whoa. Really? Why?
My true beauty is beneath the skin.
Cause like, how does he... Ooh, I kind of disagree with the sequencing, but this gives us an out here.
They will learn to fear the
I think he should have done something with Doom Beast.
ambition.
Just don't hit 2, please. Thank you. Oh, this game was way closer than I think it needed to be. We still got there at the end. I feel like he should have done something in order to Doom Beast last turn, but maybe he was really calculating his burn. I was just afraid that his whole hand would just burn, but looks like it wasn't. Zilean. Arsenals are going to be a little bit of pain to deal with. But we can sort of try to bum rush him. With like fearsomes. Like, we realistically won't be able to deal with Arsenal. But after the turn he plays Arsenal, we have like Ledris and other things. Maybe we just like pop a Thermal into an Arsenal as well. There are definitely like options that we have.
Demacia sends its regards.
So worst case scenario, he plays like the Dune Keeper.
Come closer.
If he has nothing, then we're just pushing for a lot of damage. Ooh, Zilean can't block fearsome, that's really big. So here we're just starting to push a lot of damage. He could potentially play like a 3-3 next turn. We could potentially thermo it and then attack for 5. Like, we're pushing a lot of damage here. With Atrocity already in hand, we just need to find something with a little bit of emphasis and we can get there. Oh. Wow, ooh. I think I just thermo this though. And then I just attack again for 5. This is a little bit awkward because he could like play the desert dune, the Dune Keeper thingy, and that would be a lot of tempo. We can then like box whale into it, so it's not like the worst. We just push our 5 here while we can. I'd like to play this before I need a box, but if he has, okay, so he didn't have it. I can't kill this unfortunately, and I don't want to box it here.
Fight to the death. Thinking I'll learn soon.
So this is still a little bit awkward. He is getting this out the following turn. Just gonna stink. But we now have box plus like Vile Feast if he tries to pop it this turn, which is really good. Cause like whatever comes out of here dies to box. And if he plays like the Desert Naturalist, box plus Vile Feast is really good into it. And then next turn we can potentially set up a position where he's forced to Xerath, or block with Xerath. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. Because now box plus Vile Feast is really, really good. Just continue to pressure his life total. He has no fearsome blockers. pushing again. Oh wow. It's probably a little bit greedy. I'll just attack first.
His eye look right fierce.
I want to potentially have the option to most wanted to try to find something bigger. I'm getting very close to the atrocity range. Okay, it's fine. I'm one off atrocity range. Very close. Endless devout. Because I don't want to discard the whale, do I? I could. I think I'm supposed to use it here. Oh wait, one more turn to see what we top deck. Karina. I don't care about this. If he passes, I'll just pass back. He's pretty forced to do something here because he's still going to take 3 damage on a swing. Like, he can't just pass back because once he takes 3, it drops into actual range. And then he realistically has no answer to it. So it's potentially like a... Oh? Really? I'm a little confused by that. Because, like, he's saying he's comfortable dropping to 3 health. Unless he can, like, destroy this at burst. He still has to sack Xerath as well. Like, I don't see how this goes well for him. And he takes 3, just drops into Karina range as well. If he plays Arsenal this turn, he's cracked 1 landmark. Mini morph. Wow, okay. That's one way to do it. Okay. I have Karina, and then I have Atrocity. So I can simply just like most wanted here, as long as they don't somehow randomly die. Let's get to the whale, that's fine. Okay, perfect. Like, he might set up another board next turn, but Karina can hopefully just wipe that. Even if it doesn't wipe it, hopefully just kills whatever it needs to. Like, this coming out, 3 health damage, or 3 health, should be fine. This is only spells, right? Yeah. Yep, Karina Atrocity here should just set up lethal.
Sands beneath me and winds behind me.
I will fashion this world in my image.
You got
We can also just hit 4 and just destroy his board. Ooh, cute.
A moment in time preserved.
Only 30, okay. We still have a Thermo Beam. Might as well just Thermo Zilean, I suppose. And it buffs this, so this doesn't kill this. And we should be looking pretty okay. Worst case scenario, we just Atrocity the Karina, plays second Karina. And at 3 health, even if he mini-morphs Karina, it still, like, kills him. I think the safer play is just to play second Karina, though. Right the Arcane? Sure. Okay, perfect. Now we can just, we just Thermo the Devout here. Now he's forced to block. I guess it doesn't even matter if he blocks. Because, like, it's still gonna survive. So, we just do the reasonable thing and play out another Karina.
like a flower.
And, you know, again, Atrocity. We always have something in the back of our hand. Show me a 5. Oh, so close. That'll do. That'll do just fine. Nice. It's like performing quite well so far. Alright, Kennen, huh? This is mono. Theoretically this matchup should be pretty good for us. So let's make sure we convert. I think a good card in this matchup is Kindred. Outside of that, we're mainly looking for removal. This Sentinel's not bad. I can apply a lot of pressure early on if I happen to get an early slay. Feast pretty good. Elise pretty good. Yeah, we just have like a good elusive beatdown strategy for now. And then once we get like a Withering Wail, Feast, etc. onto stack, we can start applying a lot of pressure. Is he thinking about like potentially needing to like twin this next turn? That could be interesting. This isn't going to block anything, so if he's thinking about whether or not he needs it next turn to block, the answer is most likely no, unless he wants to block a Spiderling. Okay. Sure, so like even if he replays it next turn, he can't twin, so he has no fearsome blocker, which means we're applying a lot of pressure here. We're a little bit light on removal here, so this Feast really needs to land. Like this Kindred Feast thing needs like to work. The good news is we're pushing 4. That's a draw.
Nature does not mourn. I will. The forest strikes.
Is he just gonna play them out again? Play both of them?
I live for those who do not. Hide for a moment, run forever.
It's definitely tempting to Feast here. And we'll just play another one, and then like, he has no fearsome blockers. We're just like racing him down here. If he wants like twin to block, that's fine. I'm not going to commit the Feast too early because I want it to go off, and therefore I need to be reactive to do that. Really? I love this. No. And we destroy a Homecoming too. Oh yeah. Nice, nice, nice.
So young. First step's the hardest.
Kennen's level, that's crazy. The issue is we're still not beating like a recall. A little bit awkward.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
I wish I had a box here. We would just win the game. Oh, 1 turn too late. Wow. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. We would have had it too. Okay. So I'm open attacking next turn.
This is Tempest.
He's like a Notify here, I just box Kennen. Not that I need to kill Kennen, I just want to buff up all of my fearsomes. Yeah, I don't think so. And now he should just be dead. I really wish I saw the box last turn, but can't complain from this position. Like, he has no fearsome blockers on board, I'm representing a lot of freaking damage. Kindred turned out to be a little bit worse in this position than I expected. We got really lucky with our draws. So even worst case scenario, he homecomings one of them, we win. If he palms one of them, we still win. I don't see how this scenario is good for him. Like, he can only realistically get rid of one of them, unless he like twin plus palms. Or like he has a twin homecoming. And then that's just not like a winning line, right?
I'll take care of this.
What will it be? Twin plus palm? Twin homecoming? Ooh. Yep. So he could play Kindred, he could also just play Most Wanted. This is like realistically the only turn we gotta do it. I don't think Kindred is like what's gonna help us win this position. Korean Atrocity. Okay, so if he taps under 4 mana, we win the game, right? So like if he plays this, we just win.
Eyes open. Watch your branches.
Ooh, he could Kennen spell me. One mana short off of the Kennen spell. It's a little bit unfortunate. I think we should just play Kindred here. Nah, that's not. Like, we're playing around a 1-of card that could be in his hand. I don't think that's wary of, like, a response. If he has it, that's, like, really unfortunate. But the chances are so slim. Yeah, nice. I think a lot of people would, like, be in that position and just psych themselves out. I think in my position, I could have definitely not had taken that risk because I was so far ahead. And like the only way I could potentially lose that game is if he has third Kennen in hand. So like there was a reason to take it a little slower. But ultimately, like the chances are so low that potentially the longer I drag the game on, there is a possibility that he has like a comeback. And I think that's also a little risky as well. So I'm not terribly disappointed with that. Squeeby. Is he playing Sunk Cost? I don't know what his village splash is. We'll keep Thermo Beam in case he plays like a Droplet on turn 1. Elise attack turn 2. Kindred. Kindred is probably not as good as just like early Sentinels. Alright, let's get it. Atrocity is not the card I want. Play Droplet, I will shoot Droplet. If you play Mourned, do I shoot Mourned? Kennen. Do I shoot Kennen? I don't know. I'm not particularly scared of Kennen. I take 2 damage, but I don't know, I just play Elise. I can still shoot you next turn.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
I should probably be taking those thermos. Like thermoing for 1 is like the best, and a guaranteed kill is even better. So I don't know. Maybe it was wrong to not kill Kennen there, but
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
we're just building up some fearsomes on board. Now I won't use this thermo until he like completely taps.
Act natural. I got you. I know a way.
Saying he doesn't have to win potentially. Whale is such a good draw here. There's no point playing Kindred and just getting Homecoming. I'll just attack first, play Kindred after.
You call that sneaky?
Setting up for the whale is nice of him to do. Especially if he plays like Wayfinder this turn, I can just Withering Wail his board entirely. And he can only save like a select few.
The waters
Oh.
nurture the Mirai.
I see.
They retreat.
I see. Oh, I'm sorry, Squeevy. I am trying to climb.
Eyes open. Watch your branches.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't let you have too much fun. I need to win some LP for myself. I'm sure you understand. Save your Droplet, buddy. You understand me, right, Squeeby? You understand me. Did I shoot you? I could shoot you. I'll save it for next turn where I can like get another Kindred proc. I'm not terribly worried about killing it now. Oh, thanks, Scooby. Sorry about that, man. Sorry, Scooby. No hard feelings. LP's LP.
More lie ahead.
Let's even Q him again. Give me some more LP. Give it to me, Scooby. Give it to me. Okay, another Xerath Zilean matchup. We did do really well into the last one, and I think it's the early fearsome pressure that really did it. So let's try to replicate it. Box is really good in this matchup, but without like early units, I think it's sort of negligible. This is not the hand, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, we just have no pressure here, unfortunately. Like last game, we dealt 5 damage on our turn 4 attack or something. It's a good draw.
Nagakabura sends her blessing.
I would love if he plays like... Okay. We'll probably use a thermal beam on something like a Xerath later down the line. So probably play this into this, potentially. The worst case scenario is Xerath into like... Okay. There's a 5-4. We could just like vengeance it realistically if you want to. So like instead of taking 5, we just vengeance it here.
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
I like vengeancing it. I don't want to take 5 here. If he has like a hourglass, that sucks. But now we're just pushing damage, and that's what really we want. Pushing 8 here is insane. We're just hiding ourselves over to Karina. Okay, it's annoying.
You should watch this.
Oh, Valfe's a 2/2, so that I set up for a Withering Wail. There's no point Valfeasting this when it dies to pretty much everything. Ruination's not the card I'm looking for. Ugh, Time Bomb. It's not what I want to see either. Potentially needing to kill this Xerath, or sorry, the Zilean. Another whale. This is looking a little bit rough. If he plays like Xerath, I might just like ruinate him. Okay, being ready to potentially thermal beam the Zilean if I need to. Sure. Ooh, did I tap under? Or did I just have 5 mana? I didn't tap under, but I want to ruinate this, huh? I just want to ruinate it. Especially if he wants to like play something next turn. Like he has no attack. But this is like a free kill on Xerath. It's pretty good. Plays Arsenal next turn, I can just blast it as well. Okay. Does that work like that? It does. We just Karina next turn. Then I shouldn't have pinged this. I should have pinged this. That was silly.
This girl is heavy. I pull the strings. Oh, I'm going to get him.
Let's assume Karina kills this. And if it doesn't, we just thermo it. Play Xerath. Okay, that works. Yeah, we're still in a very good position here. Like, we'll just Karina him. Ledros.
They will learn to fear the sun.
I'm a little bit worried of a Arsenal.
Each path crafted with care.
2. Wow, that's so bad. That is miserable.
As I look right fierce.
I really needed a 3 there. That was a low roll.
I suppose you'll do. Good one. You dare.
So I'll pop a spell shield on Arsenal if he has it. Okay, that's fine. Like, this isn't scary. I'll thermo Zilean if he plays time bomb here. Okay,
You look at this place.
it's fine. I saw the advantage. I have Ledros. If he plays... I could just like ruinate here. I can't stop this. I think if he had Arsenal, he'd just play it last turn. I'm not in danger of dying unless he plays Arsenal here. Like, I'll let him attack if he wants to. I didn't think so.
Big and small, I got 'em all.
Spell shield. Yep, perfect. I kind of saw that coming, and I'm glad I held on to it.
Another flawless.
So now I can play Ledros and he's forced to block it with second Arsenal or like no other fearsome blocker. Yeah, like he's staring down lethal right now. He doesn't have a fearsome blocker here.
Now, then,
He needs to draw into one. That's like his only hope, really. I really like that pass was so smart. I'm so smart. I know, Jason. You're so smart. And like most 3-drops or most fearsome blockers he plays potentially die to Thermo Beam as well. It's like Desert Dunekeeper, the Devout.
you want a big boom? You call this guy.
Like, alright, so I mean that has, that is like lifesteal, but he has to trade here, which is good for us anyways. Like, sure, he heals up, but then why don't we just replay Ledros? Like, that's really good for us. We pretty much saw that happening, right? Like, we're like, yep, second Arsenal, has to trade. Totally fine. And now, like, we just replay Ledros. And he still has no fearsome blocker. What are you gonna do about it, buddy?
Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me.
Yep. No, he has the top deck mini morph.
Oh dear.
I like my odds here. Won't lie. Oh, no way. Okay. You can still top deck mini morph here, I guess. Let's go. Clean games. What was that, like 5-0? I'm pretty happy with that outcome. Very, very clean performance. Feeling very good right now as well. 544. I'm happy with that. Rank 14 for now. If that needs a budge, then I'll let it. I could play one more game and just, almost front top page. Top page is 559. Oh, it is one game. Ugh, I'll sleep on it. Pretty happy for now. Oh, deck, give it a try.